So, let's talk about the WC command. You think you know it, right? I mean, WC, word count, simple. Well, what if I told you it's capable of so much more? Let's dive in and see what you might have been missing.
Yeah, seriously, if you're only using WC for, well, word counts, you are just scratching the surface of what it can do. We're about to unlock its hidden features and show you how this simple command can become a seriously powerful tool in your arsenal.
All right, first things first, let's look at what WC does with zero bells and whistles. Just right out of the box. This is our baseline, the foundation for all the cool stuff we're going to do later.
Okay, so you just type WC and then your file name, like file.txt, and boom, you get this output. But wait, that's not one number, that's three. What do they all mean? And more importantly, how can we actually use them? Let's break it down.
And here's the decoder ring. That first number, that's your line count. Super useful. The second one, well, that's the one we all know and love, the word count. And that third one, that's the byte count, which is basically just the file size. So think about it. One single command, and you get a complete profile of your file. Pretty neat, right?
But what if you don't want all three numbers? What if you're on a mission for just one specific piece of info? That's where flags come into play. Think of them like little switches that let you tell the command exactly what you want.
Let's start with WL. The L is for lines. This one is, honestly, it's a lifesaver. You got a giant log file with who knows how many entries, or maybe a simple list of items you need to count. Forget opening the file and scrolling. Just WC minus L and you're done. Instant answer. Next up, we have the W flag. Now, this is probably what you think of when you hear WC. It gives you just that classic, straightforward word count. No extra fluff. Perfect for when you're writing an article or a report and just need that one number.
And rounding out our trio is the C flag for bytes. And let me tell you, this is a real game changer. Instead of typing ls-lel just to check a file size, you can get it right here with WC-C. It's fast, it's efficient, and it keeps you in the flow.
Okay, so we've seen what WC can do all by its lonesome. Pretty cool. But this is where things get really interesting. When you start chaining it together with other commands, oh man, you unlock some seriously powerful ways to analyze your data, all without leaving your terminal. Okay, now take a look at this. I know, it looks like a big, scary line of code, but I promise you, it's not as intimidating as it looks. We're going to walk through it piece by piece, and you'll see how it's actually a super elegant way to solve a really common problem. And here's how it all fits together. First, we have find. This part of the command just goes and hunts down every single file in our current directory that ends with .txt. Simple enough, right? Then we hit the pipe. That little vertical bar sends that whole list of files over to xargs cat. This command's job is to take all those separate files and smush their contents together into one big continuous river of text. And finally, that entire river of text gets piped one last time into our hero, WC-L. And what does it do? It just counts every single line from that combined stream. See? Three simple tools working together to give you one powerful answer.
All right, so let's wrap this up. What are the key things to remember? First, WC is way more than just a word counter. It's your go-to for lines, words, and bytes. Second, those little flags, -L, -W, and -C, are your secret weapons for getting the exact number you need. And finally, the real magic happens when you combine WC with other commands. That's when you go from just counting to actually analyzing.
And that's our deep dive into the surprisingly powerful WC command. Hope you picked up a few new tricks. Next time, we're tackling another awesome command line duo, diff and patch. We'll show you how to see exactly what's changed between two files, and even how to apply those changes automatically. You're definitely not going to want to miss that one. See you then!